Good morning, everybody, and welcome to today. I am so very excited that you are all here as we are going to do a nice dive into a brand that really is redefining what it means to wear makeup and that truly supports your skin, and it's Youngblood Mineral Cosmetics. Now, whether you're new to this brand, Youngblood, or you're looking to really deepen your knowledge, today's session will show you why this brand is more than just makeup. It is an extension of your skincare routine. These products don't just sit on the skin, they help it breathe, they heal it, and they help it to glow. It's a makeup that heals whilst it also conceals. Now, I love engagement during webinars, so let's kick things off with, if you guys can all pop into the chat where you're coming in from today, where you're tuning in from today. Throughout the session, please feel free to ask questions. I want this to be as interactive as possible. I might even throw a few questions your way, so stay alert and involved. And just make sure that you do select send to everyone when you post in the chat so we can all benefit from your insights as well. So just having a look there, we've got people coming in. We've got Melbourne, we've got South Australia, New South Wales, Brizzy, excellent. Welcome everybody. I'm in from Central Coast in New South Wales today as well. Now, for those of you that don't know me, my name is Rachel. I am one of the educators here at Professional Beauty Solutions. And I have been wearing Youngblood Mineral Cosmetics for over 15 years. Now, I am absolutely obsessed with it, which is why I'm so excited I get to do this with you guys today. But I first discovered it while I was working in a mini clinic years and years ago. One of the therapists that I was working with at the time always had the most flawless, natural looking skin. And when I asked her what she was using, she introduced me to Youngblood. So that year, I got myself color matched at the Beauty Expo, and I have never ever looked back. Before we do dive in today, a quick note that while these webinars are a brilliant way to deepen your learning, nothing beats an in-person training. And we do run full day Youngblood classroom trainings across each state throughout the whole entire year. These are hands-on workshops that let you and your team really explore the full range, learn application techniques, and walk away with your Youngblood certification as well. So if you are interested in these classroom trainings, please either reach out to head office or your business development manager as spots fill fast and they'll be able to get you all booked in. So here's what we're actually going to be covering today. We're going to go through who is Youngblood and what sets them apart in the world of mineral makeup. We're going to go through each different product as well. We're going to talk about what each product does, who is it best for, how we can prescribe it confidently, and some pro tips as well. We'll go through some application techniques. Really, by the end of this session, you'll feel empowered and confident recommending Youngblood, knowing that you're offering your clients makeup that not only looks good and looks beautiful, but also supports their skin health and all that hard work and effort that we're putting in as therapists into their skin in clinic as well. And before we do wrap up today, I will be sharing with you guys a sneak peek of some very, very exciting new product launches for Youngblood that are coming out in mere weeks. Trust me, you'll want to stick around. This webinar is being recorded, so we will load this up into our education portal once we're done. So if you do have to jet off before I show you all them, don't worry, you're not going to miss out either. So let's get started. So who is Youngblood Mineral Cosmetics? Youngblood is more than just makeup. It is an extension of your skincare. It is a confidence booster and it is a clean beauty pioneer. For over 25 years now, Youngblood has been in Australia and it's been Australia's #1 salon exclusive mineral cosmetic brand, trusted by professionals and loved by clients for its skin healing and skin loving formulas. Now, Youngblood was founded in 1996 in California by Pauline Youngblood. She was a medical esthetician and an acne sufferer, and the brand was born from a personal need. Pauline struggled to find makeup that could cover her acne and scarring without making her skin worse, and traditional makeups only emphasized texture and clogged pores and left a chalky and unnatural finish. Even early mineral options back in those days were packed full of zinc oxides and glitter and shimmer and were really small in their color range as well, normally quite warm tones that really didn't suit all skin types. So, out of frustration, she created her own solution. Working with dermatologists and chemists, Pauline developed a luxurious, breathable, high performance mineral formulation that conceals, corrects, and cares for the skin all at the same time. And Youngblood really has been and is setting the standard for clean beauty long before it became a trend. Why Youngblood belongs in your clinic is Youngblood is the perfect partner for your professional treatments. It complements and enhances your skincare results. It's going to support treatment healing for your clients. It gives your clients the confidence to face the world immediately. If we are prescribing skincare, we should also be prescribing makeup. Remember, Youngblood, and you're going to hear me here saying this all day, Youngblood is the final step in every skincare routine. So, why Youngblood stands out? It has unmatched performance. It delivers flawless, long-lasting results that professionals trust. It has vibrant, true to tone color payoffs, rich pigments that stay bold and beautiful all day. It is clean, it is skin loving formulas. There are no fillers, there's no nasties, just pure, nourishing ingredients. It heals whilst it conceals. The breathable minerals will calm and protect and perfect the skin. It has a sleek salon quality that displays and elevates your retail space. And it's luxury quality at accessible pricing, premium performance without that premium price tag. Now, Youngblood is crafted with precision and purpose, and Youngblood delivers professional grade results with every single application. It is free from nasties, and I have a really extensive no-nos list in just a moment, but it has no oils, no talc, no parabens, no artificial fragrances or dyes, just clean, skin-loving ingredients. It gives your skin that natural glow. It's formulated to enhance, not mask, your skin. So you can expect a healthy, radiant finish that looks and feels like your skin, only better. It is for every single skin type and every condition, whether your client has rosacea, acne, pigmentation, or just wants a natural, radiant finish or a full glam makeup. Youngblood is suitable for every single skin type and condition and look. It is the perfect post-treatment solution and it is a seamless extension of your skincare services. It has built-in sun protection in our loose mineral foundation. We have it infused with titanium dioxide, a natural mineral that's going to help to shield the skin from UV rays. We formulate Youngblood without zinc oxide to avoid dryness and maintain the skin's natural balance and avoid any sort of ashy and flashback. It is weightless and it also has buildable coverage. Our minerals are milled 3 times. So they are super finely milled. And this creates the most silkiest, breathable texture that literally melts and becomes one of your skin. And it creates this breathable layer that we can build up from very, very sheer to a full coverage without ever feeling like you're wearing makeup. We have long wear confidence. It is water resistant and touch up free. I can very much attest to this because, again, I've been using it for years. But I wear Youngblood and Beauty Expo when we are there for I don't know how many hours under the hot lights talking. We don't have time for touch ups. This makeup, from the time I put it on in the morning to the time I take it off in the evening, is still absolutely perfect. It's cruelty free and we are conscientious as well. We are ethically made, we never test on animals, and we're committed to environmentally responsible practices. You have this luxurious feel and professional finish. It's soft, it's silky, and it is elegant on the skin. Youngblood feels as good as it looks. It is also, and super important, it is non-comedogenic and it is non-acneogenic as well. So it's not going to clog up your client's pores or your own pores, and it's not going to trigger breakouts. It's just pure breathable beauty. So I said we have a big no-no list. At Youngblood, we believe that what you don't put on the skin is just as important as what you do. So that is why we have created one of the most extensive no-no lists in the industry because your skin deserves only the best. Here are a few things that you will never ever find in our products. No talc. Talc can clog the pores. It can cause irritation in the skin. We have no parabens. We avoid using parabens at all costs, which are commonly used preservatives and linked to skin sensitivities. We have no mineral oil, as this can suffocate and block pores on the skin. We have no artificial fragrances and dyes. Fragrance is one of the top causes of skin irritation. Our products are free from synthetic scents and dyes, making them ideal for even the most sensitive of skins. No animal testing ever. We are proudly cruelty free. Our products are never, ever, ever tested on animals, and we only partner with suppliers who share our ethical standards. The majority of our range is 100% vegan, made without any animal-derived ingredients, and we are very transparent about the formulas so you can feel confident in your choices and your prescriptions as well. As we go through the products today, you'll see at the top of each slide, there will be a little V for vegan or GF for gluten-free, just as a quick reference point as well for you. And we also understand the importance of gluten-free options for those with gluten sensitivities. And the majority of our range, again, is gluten-free. And again, we are transparent about this and every ingredient that we use. Before we dive into our products, I want to show you some truly jaw-dropping before and after transformations. These images really highlight the versatility of Youngblood and challenge some of those outdated perceptions about mineral makeup. Traditionally, mineral makeup had a bit of a reputation for offering limited shade ranges and minimal coverage. But these before and afters that I am going to show you are here to prove otherwise. Youngblood delivers buildable coverage, breathable coverage, and can be customized for, like I said, every single skin type and concern, from the most sensitive to the most intense discoloration and even tattoo coverage as well. What makes Youngblood really stand out is that it performs like a professional grade makeup brand, yet it is formulated with skin health in mind. And that's why so many professional makeup artists choose Youngblood as their go-to, as it delivers flawless results without compromising that skin's integrity. So as you look at these transformations, keep in mind that this makeup that doesn't just cover, it also enhances, it protects, and it heals. Here we have a brilliant one of redness here on our client's skin. We've gotten a beautiful natural glow, and that redness has completely gone out of her skin. This lady, this poor thing, had a terrible fall, and awful bruising here. What we've been able to do with Youngblood is give her the confidence to be able to go out to absolutely cover up all of that discoloration in her skin. We can treat acne, remember, we can cover up that discoloration of acne, but also knowing that this is healing the skin underneath, it's not causing any adverse reactions. We can treat or also cover breakouts and redness within the skin. Pigmentation, and it just looks so natural on this person here. It's just a gorgeous glow, yet that pigmentation is all evened out. Uneven complexion, which I know a lot of us suffer from, myself included. Again, you don't have to wear a lot of makeup. You don't have to wear what feels like a mask to get these gorgeous looks. I really like this one because it just shows the versatility of Youngblood. This is redness, pigmentation, and mature skin. A lot of people are a little bit wary about mineral makeup when they've got that more mature skin, concerned that it's going to enhance the look of lines and wrinkles, but you can really see from this one and my next before and after, it does not. It actually makes the skin look even better. Here we have a natural before and after on a more mature skin, someone with a few more lines and wrinkles. And it's not just about skin conditions. We can also create all sorts of looks. Here we've got a beautiful bridal look. And we know for those of you that do bridal makeup, it needs to stick and stay all along. It needs to perform. This is a gorgeous glam before and after. So we can create all sorts of looks with Youngblood. And last of all, the coverability. Look at this. This is a tattoo being covered up with Youngblood. We can build on the coverage, or we can really do a loose, light cover, depending on what it is that you're going for. Now, the foundation of beautiful skin isn't just one thing. It is a combination of consistent care, healthy habits, and high quality products. Now, for all of you online, I have a little challenge for you. I want you all to have a think. If you've put makeup on this morning, how many different products did you put on? And if you didn't put it on this morning, on a typical morning when you wear makeup, how many products do you pop onto your skin? How many makeup products do you put onto your skin? And then what I want you to do is put that number down into the chat box for me, please. Now, I cheated a little bit and I counted before the webinar. I put 16 products on this morning. I'm curious to see what other people have on today. I've got lots of different numbers going in here, ranging from one or two up to where I'm sitting at about that 16 or so. But we're getting an average of about that six, five, six, or seven. Awesome. Thank you, everyone. Now, food for thought here. Did you guys know that the average person wears 6 to 7 makeup products every single day? The average person. Now, that is a full face of product sitting on the skin for up to what, 10, 12, 14 hours every day. Now, think of this. If makeup is filled with harsh chemicals, poor clogging ingredients, synthetic fillers, what is it really doing to your client's skin or to your skin? Your clients are already wearing makeup. It's not like, yeah, I'll start that one again. Sorry. Tongue-tied for this morning. Your clients are already wearing makeup, and if they aren't buying it from you, then they are getting it from somewhere else, supermarkets, online stores, even another salon. So the real question is, why aren't they buying it from you? Now, as professionals, we carefully prescribe skincare. Think about it, to treat, to heal, and protect the skin. But what happens after they leave the clinic? If they apply makeup daily, that they haven't gotten from us, that is full of all that nasty ingredients, that clogging, that congestive ingredients, it is working against all that hard work that you've done in clinic, and also all of that money that they've spent on that skincare routine. And it really is a missed opportunity for their skin health and for your business as well. And that's when Youngblood really comes in and steps up. It's not just a makeup, it's the final step in a complete skincare routine. We prescribe cleansers, serums, moisturizers, SPFs. We should also be prescribing their makeup routine as well. And because Youngblood is formulated with clean skin loving ingredients, it is going to support the work, that hard work that we do in clinic, and continue to nourish and protect the skin throughout the day as well. So if we're prescribing skincare, we should also be prescribing makeup. So let's get into the products. Let's talk about one of the most underrated heroes in your makeup routine, a primer. And I'm interested to see as well, how many of you use a primer or do not use a primer? Do we yes or no? Yay to primers, no to primers? So I always use a primer, and I'm going to explain as to why in just a moment. Excellent. Brilliant. All right, so I'm going to tell you why this is underrated and one of the most important steps. Before you even think about putting a foundation on, or a concealer, or a powder, a primer is going to play a crucial role in setting the stage for everything that follows. Think of it as the bridge between your skincare and your makeup. It is the essential first step that transforms your base. So, what does a primer do then? It smooths the skin's surface. It fills in lines, blurs pores, it evens out texture. It creates a flawless canvas of foundation. And an analogy I like to use with this one, it's not a very pretty one, but if you've ever painted a wall and it has a lot of cracks and crevices in it, you need to get the putty in there and you need to fill in all those cracks and crevices, and you need to prime, you need to put that base coat down, which creates this perfectly smooth surface for when you go and put your paint color on. It's what we're doing with our primer. We're creating that perfect smooth surface. So when we go and put our foundation on, we're going to get the best results out of our foundation. It also extends our makeup wear. So whether it's a long work day or a special event, a primer helps your makeup stay fresh and in place for hours. It also helps to customize your look or your finish. So if you want a matte look, there's a primer for that. If you want a dewy glow, there's one for that too. Primers are going to tailor your base to the finish that you love. It can balance skin needs. So, like I said, an oily skin, a mattifying primer is going to help to control that shine. Dry or mature skin, a hydrating primer is going to boost the moisture and radiance. And as I go through the primers today, we're going to really delve into which primer for which skin. It color corrects as well. So some primers can help neutralize redness and dullness or sallowness in the skin. And it also protects our skin with antioxidants. So many primers, including all of ours in Youngblood, are infused with skin-loving ingredients and antioxidants to shield your skin from environmental stresses that we face throughout the day. So in short and in wrap, A primer is not optional. It is an absolute game changer. It is going to elevate your makeup, support your skin, and ensure your skin and makeup lasts beautifully all day long. Let's have a look at those primers that we here have. So we're going to start with the Youngblood Mineral Primer. This is an absolute essential for creating a flawless base and a hero product within Youngblood. As I was telling you guys before, up in the top right-hand corner, had to remember my rights from left there, right-hand corner, we have a V and a G. So these are going to dictate to you guys whether these are vegan and gluten-free or not. These are also available in your training manual as well. And when you come to classroom training, you get a training manual there too, which shows all the ingredients that is contained in each product. So your mineral primer is going to instantly smooth your skin. It blurs pores, and it also extends the wear of foundation and prevents creasing as well. So if you've ever found that things have caked or creased, it's because you're not using a primer. Now, this one is best for absolutely everyone. This is your go-to. It is ideal for clients wanting that smooth, long-lasting makeup without feeling heavy or greasy. How we use our mineral primer is we use one pump into our fingers. We are just going to lightly warm it up, and then we are going to work that in to our whole face and down the neck as well. I like to get my clients to apply this. You can apply this in clinic with a brush, but I find that the feel of this product honestly sells itself. For those of you that have tried it, it feels incredible. So getting it onto my clients' hands, they put it on, it literally, they're wanting to take 10 of them away with them, and they don't even know what it does at the moment. The feel is incredible. A little pro tip with this one, if you guys ever make a mistake with your makeup, say with your eyeshadow or a bit of mascara or eyeliner, if you take a little bit of this mineral primer onto a brush or onto a Q-tip and rub it over that area, watch and it will magically disappear. So it is a great little mistake fixer-upper as well. Our next primer is our complexion correcting primer. This is your color corrector primer. It is going to even out skin tone, reduce redness, and it creates a really luminous base for foundation. It is best for clients that have rosacea, pigmented skin, dullness or uneven skin tone, also your oily and your combination skins. What I want to be clear when I'm going through these primers is we don't layer up on primers. We choose one primer only. So if your client doesn't have any particular concerns with their skin, then the mineral primer is going to be the best one for them. If your client is coming in and they've got redness in the skin, or they've got uneven skin tone, or they have pigmentation, then the complexion correcting primer is going to be the best for them. How we apply this is you want a pea-sized amount. So you'll squeeze this one out again onto your fingers, warm it up slightly, and then massage that in all over the face. A pro tip with this primer is if you layer this under the Youngblood Mineral Foundation to neutralize redness and boost luminosity, it's really great to basically what it will do, sorry, losing my train of thought here, is using it underneath the loose mineral foundations, is it helps to even out the skin tone, which means when we go on with our foundation, there isn't as much to cover. So you may find that you don't have to do as many layers, or you don't need as much full coverage, because your complexion correcting primer has actually helped to balance out that skin tone. It's also a really good product to use after a facial to blur out any sort of ruddiness that's seen on the skin after a facial. But if the client maybe doesn't particularly wear makeup all the time. So think of your male-based clients. They don't always want makeup on. So this is a really good way to introduce them to Youngblood and even out that readiness in the skin without putting a whole heap onto their skin too. It's also brilliant for just on the weekends. So you've put your full skincare regime on and you've got again excessive redness in the skin, you've got rosacea. Putting this on will just help to mute out how intense that redness or that pigmentation is. Our last primer is our Hydroglow Treatment Balm. Now, this one is going to deeply hydrate the skin, and it adds a really natural luminous glow to the skin as well. This is brilliant, particularly for those drier, those dehydrated clients, and the more mature skins that you get in, because it's going to give you this absolute drenching of hydration. It's also going to give this gorgeous lit from within glow. Again, how we use this is one pump into those fingers again, warm up and work that into the face. Now, this isn't just a primer. It actually can be used so many different ways, which is why I like the Hydroglow Treatment Balm. It can be used as a highlighter. So once you've done all of your makeup and you want just a bit of a highlighting glow, you can dot it on. You can pop it onto the collarbones to help them pop. I also really liking this again on the weekend. I've put on a tinted SPF, but I just want that kind of gorgeous glow to my skin. Putting the Hydroglow Treatment Balm over the top does that for me. And I just feel more vibrant, more alive, but without putting on a full face of makeup. So those are your three primers for your face. You have your mineral primer, which is your absolutely everyone go to. You have your complexion correcting primer, which is also known as a CC primer. And this is for color correcting. So redness, pigmentation. It's also really suited to those oily and congested skins. And then your Hydroglow Treatment Balm, which is more for your dry, dehydrated, and mature skin types. So three different primers that we're able to prescribe depending on what condition our client is presenting with. The last primer that we have is our Stay Put Eye Prime. Now, this is a small but very mighty, incredible product here. It is a lightweight, creamy eye primer, and it's designed to prep the eyelids for eyeshadow application. What this does is it's going to extend the wear of our eyeshadow and eyeliner. It prevents fallout, it prevents creasing, smudging, and fading. It also increases the vibrancy of the color as well. Now, if you have the primer in your kits at work or even at home, what I like to do and how I like to show my clients is putting a stripe of my primer and then getting an eyeshadow brush and painting black shadow over the primer and then black shadow without the primer, just to show the client the difference. And my word, the vibrancy of any color that you put over the top of that eye primer is insane. This is for everybody. So anyone that is going to wear any eyeshadow or liner, this is essential for them. How we apply this is onto the eyelid area. So we're not going to bring it down below. We're going to just put it where our eyeshadow and eyeliner is going to sit. Quite a thin layer. If you don't know already with Youngblood, less is more. If you start putting more on, it just doesn't sit nicely. So less is more, and you can lightly dab it on, or you can use a brush again to dab that on and press it in. From there, you would then go in with your eyeshadows and they will just absolutely last all day. Another way that we use this eye primer, which I have done today as well, and I will do if I'm ever wearing a lipstick and quite an intense color, is we can actually use the Stay Put Eye Primer for the lips. It will help your lipstick stay all day, not budge at all whatsoever. So putting again a little bit over the lip area and then follow on with your lip liner and lip color as well. It is not going to go anywhere. for the whole day, and the color payoff again is absolutely incredible. So, what I want you all to do now is put into the chat for me, please, which is your favorite primer? And if you haven't used a Youngblood primer before, what is the primer that you're going to try first? We'll see what we come up with. I've got CC primer, all of them. Remember what I said at the beginning of this? A primer isn't an optional step, it is a game changer that is going to elevate your entire skincare makeup without whilst also supporting the skin too. What do we got going here? We got a real nice mix in here. CC primer, mineral primer. People are wanting to try the Hydra Glow. I love the Hydra Glow. Honestly, it's beautiful. Excellent. And we've also all, depending on the goals, perfect. So depending on what sort of finish that you're after as well. Amazing. Okay, so let's get into foundations. So we've primed our skin. Now we move into our foundations. And the purpose of a foundation in makeup is to create a really smooth, even tone base that enhances the appearance of the skin, but also provides a canvas for the rest of the makeup to sit on. So it's going to even out our skin tone. It can enhance skin texture, helping it be more refined and more polished. Foundations can provide us a varying level of coverage depending on what we're after and which foundation that we're using. It acts as a protective barrier and it also supports the rest of that makeup. It's going to help things like blushes and bronzers and highlighters blend more seamlessly and last longer too. So the first foundation we are going to go into is our liquid mineral foundation. This is a hydrating, skin-loving foundation that delivers a radiant, natural finish. This provides you a sheer to medium coverage with a really luminous, dewy finish. It's ideal for clients who want their skincare benefits in their foundation as well. Now, this is best for clients who have normal to drier skins, dehydrated skins, maybe more mature skins, or those clients that want a hydrated, dewy finish with that sheer to medium coverage. How we apply this foundation and how you apply any foundation will always make a huge difference in how it sits on the skin and how it lasts on the skin as well. I will briefly go through the Youngblood brushes at the end, but these brushes make all the difference. So when we're applying our Youngblood mineral liquid, we want to apply with a foundation brush or with our fingertips. In a professional setting, always using brushes, not fingertips. Even at home, I do not use fingertips anymore because I just find I can't get that perfectly airbrushed, gorgeous finish. So I use our liquid mineral buffing brush. All you need for this liquid mineral foundation is one pump. That's going to do your whole face. And you will start in the center and buff that product out to the extremities. In the center is normally where we need the most amount of coverage, which is why we start there. And then we buff that product out in small circles as we go all over the face. And don't forget down on the neck and your ears as well, because you don't want little out of color ears or any sort of line. You want it to look seamless and like your natural skin. Now, a pro tip with your liquid mineral is actually blending it with the Hydro Glow treatment balm, and it gives you this added glow and radiance to your skin. And if you are looking for the ultimate coverage, so full glam coverage, then combining both the foundation I'm about to go through in a minute, the loose mineral foundation and your liquid, or layering those will give you that full long-lasting effect. This is also a perfect foundation. Think post uh, treatment when you're wanting that quick boost of hydration. So post laser, post facial, quick boost of hydration. The liquid mineral foundation is absolutely perfect. So again, it is more for your drier skins, your dehydrated skins, or those that are wanting that dewier finish in their face. And it has your sheer to medium coverage. It's not to say that you can't use it on an oily skin type, but when we're talking about prescribing and what it's going to be best for, you'll find that it's more for those drier and dehydrated types. Now, our natural loose mineral foundation, this product started it all. This is the iconic natural loose mineral foundation. This is the first product that Pauline Youngblood created. This offers us a customizable coverage. We can go from super sheer to very full coverage without blocking the pores. It is non-comedogenic, it is talc-free, it is non-acneogenic. It makes it ideal for sensitive skins and acneic skins. It is safe to apply directly onto the skin after any facial peels, waxing, injectables, and it provides this beautiful, natural, soft focus finish that looks like real skin. It gives you this beautiful satiny finish to your skin. This is best for absolutely all skin types, especially your normal combination oily, acne prone post treatment, irritated, sensitive skins. It is also perfect for a client that is looking for something lightweight and buildable and breathable too. Now, how we use this, again, it is really important to teach our clients and to teach ourselves how to correctly use this to give us the finish that we want. How we do apply our Youngblood Natural Loose Mineral Foundation is with a kabuki brush. And what we do with this is we dip it into our foundation, tap it down to bring those minerals in, shake off any excess, and then you are going to buff that in circular motions, again, around the middle and then working out to the sides of the face. Now, to increase the coverage, there's two things that are going to make a difference here. One is the amount of layers. So you can continue on building up the layers. So you'd fill your kabuki brush up again and keep on going in there. The second one is going to be the density of the bristles, blah, 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 density of the bristles on your brush. So what I am going to show you here is a few different brushes, which are all going to give different finishes. This very light, fluffy, powdery brush here, you could use if your client just wants a dusting of cover. Very loose coverage, very light coverage, sorry, because it is not very densely packed, so it's going to give a very light cover. Again, you can still build up coverage, but you won't be able to get to a full coverage with just using that brush. Then you've got your kabuki brush here, which again is a little bit more denser pack, so more in there, but still quite fluffy. So this will get you a good full to medium to full coverage. And then you've got your flat top kabuki as well. And this is really densely packed. So this is going to hold a lot of product, which means it's going to give us a very full coverage. So not only the layers that you apply, but also the brush that you use. So the tools that you use are going to make a difference with how this goes on from that sheer to full coverage. The other thing I will say, because I haven't said it yet, minerals like to be warm. Minerals don't like being cold. They're much like me. I don't like winter. Um, and why I'm saying this is, as you notice when I was talking about the primers, then I was saying warm them up and then put them in. When we're buffing in, you want to create almost like that, a little bit of heat and a little bit of friction because it's going to warm those minerals up. When minerals are warm, they then melt into the skin. So what you may find on those more chillier mornings is you may need to just warm your hands up a little bit or just wait a couple of minutes after you've buffed on your loose mineral foundation for those minerals to warm up to your skin temperature and they will look flawless and they will literally just melt into the skin. It's the same when we're using a mineral-based SPF. They like to be warm. They blend in a lot better when they're warm. So warm little minerals. Think of me in in cold winter. I hate it. So warm minerals. So we've done our primer, we've done our foundation or our base. Now we're going to move on to our concealers. And the purpose of a concealer in makeup is to target and correct specific areas of concern on the face or where you're wearing the foundation. So it may be down on the neck, or back, where the foundation itself hasn't fully been able to cover it. It's like a precision tool in your makeup kit. It's designed to perfect and enhance your complexion. Now, there's two different schools of thought. So, concealer after a foundation, which is how I do it and how we're talking about it in step by step here. Applying your foundation first means that it evens out most of your skin tone. So, when you come in with your concealer, you don't need to use that much. You only need a tiny little bit to touch up. You can conceal before foundation, and this method can be quite helpful when you're using color correcting concealers, which we do have one in a moment. Um, Really, whatever way you use it is completely up to you, um, and the look you're going for as well. So let's move into the ultimate concealer. These concealers are beautiful. They are high performance coverage. They are rich. They are creamy. They are designed to cover everything from dark circles to blemishes without feeling weighed down. And they are super, super blendable. They deliver a full coverage without caking or settling into those fine lines. These are perfect for absolutely everyone. We have 9 different shades. So it can cover dark circles, blemishes, redness, post-treatment skin. Those that are wanting a bit more high coverage, those before and afters that we saw earlier with that acne or that bruising, we would use that concealer as well to help enhance that coverage. Now, how we apply this is 2 different ways. You can apply it with your fingertips because it will help to warm up, and you would get the tiniest amount and slowly dab it onto the skin. Small, small, small. It is much easier to build up coverage than it is to kind of take away if you've put too much on. So start with less and slowly build up that coverage with your foundation, with your concealers, goodness me. So you can either use your fingers, or we've got a beautiful concealer brush here that is amazing. You take a little bit and just start to tap it into those areas. Maybe you've got a blemish or a pigment spot, and you can just blend that in for that airbrushed finish. So a little goes a long way. Less is more. Slowly build that up. And like I said, warming it up a little bit is going to help with an even more seamless application as well. And then we would set everything. We'll go into setting powders in just a moment. I'm jumping ahead of myself. So our other concealer is our ultimate corrector. Now, this is amazing for neutralizing stubborn discoloration before you go in with a concealer, or you may find you don't even need a concealer. This is a dual-toned cream corrector. It's designed to neutralize dark circles, pigmentation, and blue and purple undertones, so especially under that eye area. It's best for clients that have that really deep, dark under eye circles, that have hyperpigmentation. We have our peach tone in here, and this one is going to help to neutralize blue tones in the skin. So think dark circles, bruises, veins, the bluey sort of colors. The yellow side of it neutralizes purple and red. So think of pimples, think of PIH, think of rosacea. They're going to help to neutralize those. So again, it's just going to help to neutralize it. So we probably won't need to conceal over the top. You may still need to, but you should find that it'll actually bring that color correction to the point where you've got this gorgeous, flawless looking skin. Again, we're going to use this either with our fingertips or with a nice little fluffy brush, and a little goes a long way, slowly building up that coverage. You can also blend these together if your skin is throwing both the purpley, blue, and reddish tones. Yeah, it's amazing. I can't say more about that one. It's just, it should be in everybody's skincare routine, everybody's makeup bag. All right. So, are we starting to get excited if you weren't already for using Youngblood? Because I genuinely am. Um, can you already start to see that we're able to customize and prescribe Youngblood Mineral Cosmetic for every single skin type that comes in? So, say I have a oily skin type, I could choose the CC primer to help cover up and color correct, and then use that loose mineral foundation. And then I could use my ultimate concealer or just my normal shaded concealer. If I have a more mature skin, maybe I'm going to go for the Hydro Glow Treatment Balm and the Liquid Mineral Foundation. You're able to really prescribe this like we do with skincare. Let's go into setting powders. Now, the purpose of a setting powder in makeup is to lock that foundation, lock in that concealer, and help extend the wear time. And I think it's something that a lot of people forget. It's going to reduce shine. It creates a really smooth, polished finish. Think of this as the final step. It's just locking everything in, your whole base in, before we go on to color. So it's going to help to prevent that foundation and that concealer from moving and creasing and fading throughout the day. It can also help to control shine. It's going to help to blur imperfections and really create a nice smooth canvas. We have two different types of setting powders in Youngblood. And the first one is our mineral rice setting powder. This is, again, another cult favorite. It helps for long-lasting wear, but it also helps with oil control as well. So this is a very lightweight, oil-absorbing loose or pressed powder because it comes in both. And it will help to set makeup beautifully. It controls that shine. It minimizes the appearance of pores. It also helps foundation stay in place all day, and it gives us a little bit more of a matte finish. So it's best for clients with oily combination skin, maybe that oily T-zone, acne-prone skin, or someone who's really wanting to extend the wear of their makeup and reduce shine, because most of us get a little bit of that shine in the T-zone by the end of the day. How we use this, if we are using the loose of the mineral rice setting powder, we'd want to use a nice big fluffy brush, pick up a little bit, again, tiny bit goes a long way, and dust that over your face to lock it in. We could just dust it over the T-zone as well if that's where you're really wanting that matted look. We've also got the pressed powders. So these are exactly the same product, just one's loose and one's pressed. The pressed powders are brilliant for if you're traveling, but also if you get a flocked sponge, so a little clean sponge, and pick up some of that pressed powder. So this is for a client that's really, really oily. And what you could do is literally just press and roll that powder and push that in to those oily areas to really help control that oil. Then we have a high definition mineral powder. Now, this is your go-to for a flawless camera ready finish. It is comes in both translucent and warmth. It is super, super fine. It hydrates and blurs all at the same time. It is ideal for bridal, for photography, and HT video work. It was actually made originally for high definition photos. It is best for your normal to drier skins, those dehydrated skins, a more mature or textured skin, anyone who's wanting a very soft focus or a radiant finish or hydration into the skin. Again, how we're going to use it is a nice big fluffy brush and lightly dusting that over. Now, the translucent looks white there, but it does go on translucent. Warmth has a little bit of color, so this is more suited for, say, your Fitzpatrick skin types 4, 5, and 6 that have a bit more of that warmer tone to them. A real brilliant pro tip with this one is not only setting over your face, but it will also set your lipstick to make it last all day. So you know how I told you before, we're going to use the eye primer on our lips. You would then apply your lip liner. You would then apply your first layer of lipstick. blot with a tissue, and then you're going to get a very fluffy brush and a light layer, and you're just going to dust it over the lips. You'll then go in with your second color, layer of color. It is not moving all day. There is no transfer. It is there for the day. It is amazing. Another thing as well that we can use a high definition powder in is when we're waxing. So instead of using talc or corn flour on our face to help to lift up the little hairs and create that barrier, putting a tiny layer of the high definition power not only introduces your client naturally to this product, but it's actually going to help to cool and protect that area. Once you've finished waxing, you can actually then go in with our concealer and take away that redness immediately. There's two ways that I've used it in waxing now that really naturally incorporate it into whatever we're doing in clinic, because no one wants to walk away with red brows. I know I don't want to. So your rice mineral powder is more for oil control and a matte finish, whereas your high definition hydrating mineral powder is more about hydrating and that soft focus. Now, very, very important thing that we should be going through is color matching. Color matching can be tricky to start off with, but I promise you it does become second nature. It does become a lot easier, but it's crucial that we help our client find the perfect foundation shade. We have so many different colors, we will find it for them. And the first thing to correctly matching our color is to find out our client's undertone. And I want you guys to do this with me as I'm talking through it. So an undertone is a subtle hue beneath the skin surface, and it affects how our foundation, our blushes, even lipstick appears on our face. So unlike skin tone, which can change with sun exposure, the undertone remains consistent the whole time. And there's three main undertones. You have your warm undertone, and this has that yellow, golden, peachy undertones in the skin. And you can see Kim K is a really good example of this. You've got your neutral tones. So this person has a mixture of warm and cool tones. And then you've got your cooler tones, which is more those pinkier, those reddier or bluish undertones in their skin. How do we do this then? So a few key things that we're going to start looking at when we get our clients in, and I want you all to do this now because I'm curious to see what sort of undertones we have in our midst today. Look at your veins. Now, if they have a green hue to them, it's indicating that you have a warm undertone. If your veins look really quite blue, it's indicating you have a cooler undertone. And if you can't decipher either, it's telling you you have a neutral undertone. Another thing is to ask them how their skin reacts in the sun. Do they tan really easily in the sun? Then that's indicating they have a bit of a warmer undertone. If they burn, that's indicating that they have a cooler undertone. And if they burn then tan, again, that's indicating it's more of a neutral undertone. Another thing to ask and look at is what color jewelry your client is wearing. Gold jewelry tends to match and sit really well on a warmer undertone. Silver jewelry sits and matches much better on a cooler undertone. And then you've got confusing people like myself that use rose gold, gold, and silver. And those people tend to be, if they match to all of it, that neutral undertone. So in the box, I want you guys to just pop down what undertones do we have in our mids today. I am a neutral undertone. Wondering what else. We've got some neutrals, we've got some cools. Neutrals and cools. Any warms here today? Or are we all cools and neutrals? Lots of neutrals and cools. There we go. We got a couple of warms. So the reason why I need you to do this is when we're color matching, we're going to go to our color matching chart. Now, the color matching chart, this is a picture of one that I have laminated here. This is available on your share file. You can download this, and I would encourage you to have this at your Youngblood stand because you're not expected to know all this off by heart. Now, when we're matching our foundations, what we're going to do first is we're determining the undertones. So we've seen in the chat there, we've got warm, we've got neutral, we've got cool. Then we need to determine the depth of their skin color. So we need to assess whether their complexion is very fair, fair to medium, medium, medium to dark, or dark. So what we're going to do now, and we're going to take myself for example, we're going to test three shades, and we always color match in our loose foundation just as it blends really quickly. And then we can transfer over the liquid afterwards. So we're going to start with most likely the matched base of the undertone and depth. What we're going to do is choose three colors. So I've said to you that I am a mid base or a neutral undertone. And looking at me, I'm fair to medium. So the colors that I would choose to match on myself would be barely beige, honey, and I'd probably go neutral because I'm probably a bit more on the cooler side of that mid-tone. What you would do is decant a little bit of each one. So a little bit of honey, a little bit of barely beige, and a little bit of neutral. Then you're going to pick it up on your eyeshadow brush. And you're going to start here and you're going to bring it down to the neck and you're just going to blend that one color in. Then you're going to clean your brush with a brush cleaner, pick up the next color and do a stripe next to it. And do that with the third color. What you'll end up with is having 1, 2, 3 stripes. You're then going to take a step back and have a look at which one blends in the best with that skin. And that's going to be your color that you're going to match to. So for me, I'm honey at the moment. I also have a true winter color. So I go to neutral in winter and my spray tan color is tawny. I've got lots of different colors, but I'm honey at the moment, so that's what I wear. Now, if I wanted to then transfer over to a liquid, you'll then have a look here. Now, I said that I was honey, and that was sitting in the mid base, in the medium complexion. I've got two colors there, Sunkissed and Capri. So you'd try a little bit of those ones on. Which one matches the best? One's a little bit of a lighter, one's a little bit of a darker. My color is Capri. So if I'm hoping this is making sense to everyone. We do go through this in a lot more depth and a lot more practice in our classroom trainings, but you should all have this sheet near your stand as well. Few little tips and tricks for you guys here. If you're looking for that full coverage, pairing both the loose foundation and the liquid foundation together is going to do that. Now you can do it in two ways. You can put them together on a palette and mix them together and apply it. You can put the liquid on first and then the loose on over the top. And you can also put the liquid on first and no, sorry, the loose on first and the liquid over the top. So it really depends what look you're going for and what finish you're going for. But I know there is people that do all those three different things for that long-term look. So play around and experiment with it. If you're wanting a more whipped kind of moussier foundation, you can mix your mineral primer in with your loose foundation and that creates that moussier sort of texture. I've already gone through the high definition powder, but remember we can use that for waxing and it's a way to naturally introduce it into our skincare and into our clients that may not be in for facials. If you want to create a luminous, glowing tinted moisturizer, then the Hydro Glow Treatment Balm with your liquid foundation is the perfect pairing. If you've got someone suffering from acne and they want coverage, but they want to also wear the acne cream as well, and to make it a little bit easier, you can actually mix some of those loose minerals in with the acne cream and apply, and you've now created a customized tinted moisturizer for them whilst also healing their skin. And if you have a very, very, very oily skin type, you can layer a couple of things. So normally what we would do is we'll do our primer, our foundation, our concealer, and our setting powder. And that's the order of how you would do it. Now, if you've got a very oily skin type, what you will do is we've got our mineral primer. Then what we have here is our pressed mineral rice setting powder and a sponge. And you're going to press that into those areas of high oil. Then you would follow on with your foundation and your setting powder after that. So there's so much versatility in just the base products of Youngblood to be able to play around and really tailor it to that person and their skin type as well. So what we're going to go through now is we're going to jump into the colors as well. So we've got the most important part out of the way. We are going to look at the colors and all different sort of applications and things that we have to make it a bit more fun as well. So contouring and highlighting is the first one that we're going to go through. And contouring and highlighting is talking about how we can define certain areas. So chisel certain areas of the face. We can make areas pop and stand out a little bit more. It's how we can really shape the face to what the ideal face shape is, which is oval. If you've got a more round face or a more square face, we can chisel off them with our contours and basically hide those more prominent areas. If you're wanting your cheekbones to pop out, we can pop a highlighter on as well. Now, when we do these, we tend to want to get a product that's a couple of shades darker than our skin tone for that contour. So we've got our defining bronzers. Now, these are our matte bronzers, our matte contours. They have a bit more of a cooler tone to them, and they are going to enhance bone structure in the skin. With this, we can use all sorts of different brushes, but what you want to do is once applying it, you really want to buff that out so it becomes soft glow, not this harsh line. We have bronzers for fitzes 1 through to 6, depending on what client is there, and they are very matte and buttery smooth. And again, lots of color pigments, so less is more, slowly build up that color. Then we have our light reflecting highlighters. Now, these are beautiful. They have this gorgeous light reflecting glow, and it's going to enhance and bring out points of your face. So where we would normally put a highlighter is in the middle of the nose to help that nose pop out, up on our cheekbone, maybe on that Cupid's bow, on our collarbones as well. So these are going to help to make them pop, to make them glow. We have, again, light reflecting highlighters that are suitable from fitzes 1 to 6. Your quartz is a more whiter color. Your aurora, so the one in the middle, is a little bit more warm. And then your fiesta is for your fitzes 5 and 6. And it's that golden, gorgeous tone, which I actually sometimes use as an eyeshadow because I absolutely adore this color. But again, they're going to melt seamlessly into the skin. We then have our mineral radiance. Now, this is our all over bronzer. This is warm. So our contour bronzers are cooler. These are warmer, and these give us a bit of instant warmth and complexion to the skin. You have your Sundance, which is a multi-dimensional product. So it gives you this multi-dimensional glow to the skin. You can also use each of the colors separately. So you create a whole eye look with just the Sundance. And then your Sunshine is your one color, and again gives you that natural sun-kissed look. So maybe your client doesn't want to upgrade their foundation to a different color. Retailing them a Mineral Radiance foundation is going to be perfect for them. Mineral Radiance powder, sorry, not foundation, to just bring that warmth into the skin. The Weekender palette. Now, this is by far my most favorite thing. Well, maybe not the most. I've got a few most favorite things, but this palette is absolutely incredible. And we've just released a second one as well. What this palette has is it's a double sider. So it is perfect for those of you who travel and that need touch-ups. On one side, it has 2 blushes and 2 highlighters. On the other side, it has 9 different eyeshadows to create multiple different eye looks. The second one that we've just brought out, again, has 2 of those bronzer, sorry, 2 blushes and 2 highlighters, and it's got another 9 beautiful colors, including a really bright pink and a really emerald green as well. These are perfect for that client that is traveling and doesn't want to take too much with them. They've also got a little mirror inside, and it's in this gorgeous leather-bound case, like absolutely in love with them. The pigment is intense. And the other amazing thing to make note of is that all of the eyeshadows And all of the blushes and the highlighters, none of them double up. So if your client is buying the original Weekender and wants the Weekender too, they're not going to double up. They're getting even more color choice. Has anyone tried the Weekender yet? It's always in my bag when I go traveling for work. I absolutely adore the Weekender palette. I can't get enough of it. It was one of the first things that I bought when I started working at PBS. Um, yeah, it's absolutely amazing. Try the Weekender too if you guys haven't already. The colors are beautiful. What we're going to go down into now is our cheeks. So our cheeks and our blushes, these are products that are made to help design and add color and dimension and vitality to the face, specifically the cheek area. And we have a powder and cream formulations as well. Now, the Vivid Luxe Cream Blush Stick came out last year, and my word, it was an absolute viral hit. People are still obsessed with them, and for good reason. This is a cream blush stick that has gorgeous skin nourishing ingredients like ceramide and niacinamide in there to help create this beautiful, incredible color onto your cheek area. Now, how we apply this, if you want a really intense color, you would put the blush stick straight onto the cheek and then blend it out. If you want a bit more of a subtle color, then you would load it up onto your brush and then dab it onto your cheek. These have such incredible, gorgeous colors. They're so creamy. They blend seamlessly into the skin. They give you a gorgeous glow. The other thing that I really like about these, if you're looking for a more monochromatic look, you can actually use them on your lip and your eyes as well. So you can create that just one tone look by using the Vivid Cream Blush Stick on both cheeks, lips, and eyes. So it's a multi-use, multifunctional product. We also have our pressed mineral blushes. These are silky, buildable powder blushes that deliver a really long-lasting cover and really, really soft focus. These ones we apply with our brushes again, and these have our more, I would say more muted, more earthier tones to them with a little bit of a shimmer to them as well. Whereas your Vivid Luxe Cream Blush Sticks are a bit more of that boom and a lot more different color ranges too. And then again, you've got your Weekender palette, which I went through before. So you've got your blushes on one side in both of those palettes. Now let's have a look at the eyes. So with our eyes, we've got eyeshadows, eyeliner, mascara. We've got another primer in here as well. If you haven't tried it, just wait. So the first thing here is our pressed mineral eyeshadow quad. Now these quads, they're quads because there's 4 different eyeshadows in there. They're 4 different complementary colors. They are going to create multiple different looks on your client's face. They can be applied wet or dry. So if you slightly wet your brush, your eyeshadow brush, it actually increases the intensity of that color. Plus, you've got your eye primer on there as well. It's going to give you long-wearing, crease-resistant look. It's very velvety. They blend in beautifully. If you're not ever sure what color to pop on your client, a trick that I love doing, because you want it to make the eyes pop. And the idea of which color to use all goes into color theory and the color wheel and all of that, which we don't have time to go through today. But a nice, quick, easy one to do is if you got 2 different quads, put them up to your client's eyes and look at which one makes their eyes and their features pop out a little bit more. That's the quad that I would go to. For someone like myself, I've got blue eyes, I've got light brown blonde hair. Colors that suit blue eyes and that sort of coloring tends to be your coppers, your golds, those sort of colors. They kind of make the blue eyes pop out even more. Your Weekender palette, again, you have 9 different colors in each palette. That's 18 different colors if you've got both of the palettes. They are the same formulation as the quads in that they are buttery soft. They are rich pigment. They are going to give you a gorgeous look. And why I like the Youngblood palettes, the Weekender palettes, is because you can create a daytime look and then go into a nighttime look and any look. And it complements a whole range of different colors as well. Our One Swipe Gel Eyeliner. This is one of our newer products. It came out last year. It is a beautiful, creamy, highly pigmented gel eyeliner in pencil form. And the best thing is you do not have to sharpen it. You can just wind this one up as needed. This is for absolutely all skin types. It comes in three different colors. So we've got this gorgeous bourbon, which is like a gold color, espresso, which is brown, and caviar, which is black. You can apply along the lash line and smudge it out with a brush for a really smoky effect, or you can leave a more sharper line and you don't smoke that out with a brush. Our Extreme Pigment Eye Pencil is a beautiful eye pencil. It is buttery soft. It has high impact color. It will not tug, and it has a very smooth application. And again, very blendable formulation. It also comes in your brown, and they work really well on that waterline as well to add that real intense color. These you do need to sharpen. And then last of all is our Eye Amazing Liquid Eyeliner. This is such an incredible liquid eyeliner pen. It has a really beautiful precision tip, so you can get very sharp, clean lines. It is very easy to control as liquid eyeliners go. It is very quick drying as well, which means it's not going to smudge. It doesn't go crepey or crumbly or anything like that. At the end, you've got a fine tip so you can create those really sharp lines. And if you press down a little bit more, it will actually create a thicker line for you. So it's perfect for that winged eyeliner look. And you can build that thickness or that intensity up as you like. There's black or there's brown. So we've got Noir or Cafe in both of these. Now, our Mineral Lengthening Lash Primer. I didn't know about lash primers until I started working more with Youngblood, but now I can't get enough of it. So a lash primer basically preps your lashes for the mascara, much like what our primer for our eyes and our face does. But this one is also conditioning the lashes. It's creating volume and length to the lashes, and it strengthens them as well. So when we use our lash primer, it actually comes out white. And you want to put it onto the top of the lashes, build that up. And then before it dries, we need to apply our mascara to it. So it needs to be wet still while we apply. And then we would apply our outrageous Lash Mineral Lengthening Mascara. This is a beautiful lengthening, volumizing mascara. The brush is incredible. It helps to define those lashes, separate the lashes. It's clump free. It has a buildable formula. It is smudge proof. It is non-flaking. It lasts all day. I never end up with like the black smudge marks under there or up on my eyelids. It is just absolutely beautiful. So pairing this one with the lash primer for that client that wants the maximum length and maximum volume is the perfect coupling pair. Now, brows, just as important. We need our brows in there as well, and they're essential because they're going to help to define and frame the face. Our On Point Brow Divining Pencil is a retractable, so we do not have to sharpen this one. Yay! Designed to really fill and shape and define brows with precision. It delivers a really, really rich cover and color. It is sweat-proof, smudge-proof, water-resistant, lasting up to 10 hours in hot climates, which is what we need when we're working all day and under steamers and lights and all sorts. We have three different shades. We've got a blonde, a soft brown, and a dark brown here. On one end is a spoolie, so you would brush your brows up. You'd then go to the other end and get that brow, and we can start to work in little featherings of that color for the eyebrows. You would then get your spoolie again and brush that through. And then what I like to do to really define my brow, particularly if I'm going for that more glam or more full coverage makeup look, is to get my concealer and run it underneath here with a line brush just to give you that perfect line and that really precise brow line. Then last of all, we have our lips. So lips are important in makeup because they add color, they add definition, they enhance the natural shape. And let me tell you, Youngblood does not disappoint here at all. So we have our lip liner pencil. These are going to define the lip shape. It prevents feathering and it enhances lipstick longevity. If you've ever had a client that has complained about lipstick bleeding into their lines or feathering, so coming out of that lip line, it's because I haven't used a lip liner. A lip liner really should be sold to everyone who is taking any sort of lip product home if they want to have that polished lip look and want to make sure that their lipstick or anything doesn't bleed and it stays in place. It is a beautiful creamy pencil where you can sharpen it to a point for a super sharp line, or you can blend it down to a really soft line. We've got multiple different colors for multiple different looks here as well. And you would always do this before putting on your lipstick or whatever lip color that you're using. We then have our mineral cream lipsticks. These are beautiful. Now, I'm not going to go through all the ingredients for today, but just have a look there. These aren't just lipsticks. These are lip conditioning treating products. Like they are amazing. They deliver a rich, creamy color with a hydrating finish on the skin, that satiny sort of finish. How we would use these is first we're going to put on our eye primer. Then we're going to line our lips with the lip pencil, and then we're going to put on a layer of our lipstick, either using it itself or using a lip brush as well. Again, for longer wear, we would then blot a light layer of high definition powder and then put on a second layer. It will make it last all day. These are going to treat the lips, hydrate the lips, but also give it a beautiful, intense color, be it from a nude right up to your plums, your pinks, your reds, your corals. There is so many different colors in the lipstick collection. Our hydrating liquid lip cream, looks the L's this morning. Now, this combines the pigment of a lipstick in the comfort of a balm and in a wand applicator. It provides a really vibrant, smooth color, and it provides a more of a satin finish to the lips. Again, how we would apply this is the exact same as the mineral lipstick. So eye primer on first, lip liner, then a layer of this blot, high def powder, and then a second layer as well. So your mineral cream lipsticks are offering a more classic structured lipstick experience, while your hydrating liquid lip creams provide a softer, more moisturizing feel with a modern liquid format as well. We've also, just as of a year or so ago, brought out some new colors. We've got some beautiful pinks in there now. So we had lots of earthy neutrals, reds. Now we've got some intense pinks in there. I'm wearing Love Affair today, and I love it. And then last of all are your lip glosses. Again, this lip gloss is super lightweight. Gives you a beautiful glazed finish, but it's also going to hydrate the skin at the same time. And it's non-sticky, which is very important. We want to pop this onto the skin. If anyone wants a more glossy look, you could put it over the top of your lipstick, or you can use it by itself. Now, while these look intense in color, a lot of them are actually just giving quite a sheer tint. If you're looking for a more vibrant color, the lipstick or the hydrating lip creams would be your better go-to. If you're looking for a bit more of that sheer tint color, then the lip glosses are the perfect thing. Again, they're going to moisturize those lips, enhance those lips. All right, we are almost at the end here. Thank you everyone for sticking around. I'm going to show you the new products in just a moment, but I just want to talk very quickly to the brushes. Now, different brushes are designed to help to apply products more precisely and evenly and hygienically. And each brush serves a specific purpose based on its shape and size and bristle type. Now, the Youngblood Luxe makeup brushes are a premium collection of 13, it's going to be 15 soon too, of expertly crafted vegan and cruelty-free brushes, and they're designed to elevate that makeup experience. They're made with this ultra soft Taclon synthetic fibers, and these are going to give us that professional level precision. These are all of our brushes here. Well, a few key things, the fact that we're using vegan-based brushes is they're hypoallergenic, they're gentler on the skin, they're vegan and cruelty-free. We get a smoother application. They are extremely easy to clean and take care of, and they dry overnight. We can use them with all types of formulas. They're extremely versatile. And the thing that I like best is because it is a synthetic fiber, if you were to look at one of the little fibers, they don't have pores. So it doesn't eat up your product or your foundation or your makeup. So you don't put the makeup on and find that it's all in your brush. The other thing as well, because it doesn't have a porous, like pores in the little fiber, it doesn't harbor the product. So the breeding ground for bacteria is not there anymore. So it's great for those clients that maybe aren't as on top of brush cleaning as they should be and might have acneic skin. At least we know that we've given them a brush that is going to care for their skin as well. Before I get to the new products, one of the most powerful retailing tools in your professional kit is the final five. And we practice this along with color matching and everything else in our classroom trainings. This is the last step in your skincare or your treatment routine. And this is how we introduce every single client who comes in our doors to the beauty and performance of Youngblood mineral makeup. It is a quick, effective, and it's really designed to leave a lasting impression on that client's face. Because really, with makeup, we need to feel it, we need to see it on our skin. Now, the final five only takes us 3-4 minutes. It is not long at all. It includes your primer to smooth and prep the skin, the foundation to even out that complexion, a bronzer or a blush to really warmth up that skin, mascara to define the eyes, and a lip product to complete the look. So I want to emphasize that the final five should be completed on every single client who walks through your doors, not just on the ones that ask for it. You've done a facial, you're going to tell the client, I'm now going to finish up with applying some minerals onto your face to give you that complexion. Every single client, it is not just a finishing touch, it is your secret retailing weapon. And by taking just a few minutes with these five products, you're giving your client a chance to see and feel and experience the difference that Youngblood brings. And that's really how they're going to fall in love with the brand and how you build trust and loyalty and sales. Now, as promised, I screwed that one up. Now, the exciting news that I've been leading you all on for is our new products. So we are really thrilled to announce new products that are literally weeks away from being released. We can't wait for you guys to get your hands on it. I've been lucky enough to be able to play with a few of these at head office, and I can't wait for you guys to get them into your clinics. Now, the first one is our Pro Sculpt Cream Contour Stick. Our Vivid Luxe Cream Blush Sticks were an absolute hit and game changer, and this is going to follow along in the same suit. So this is a sculpting, defining, bronzing cream contour stick. It's going to help to contour that skin, give you that blendable, richly pigmented color in there. It comes in 5 different shades, depending on the Fitzpatrick of your client and what look you're going for as well. They come in the beautiful packaging that the Vivid Luxe Cream Blush Sticks come in. It's quality, it is beautiful, and I cannot wait for you guys to try these. And then we have our Pro Glow Cream Highlighter Sticks. Again, I am so happy about this. These are now a cream-based highlighter. We have 5 different shades, everything from a really lovely opalescent sort of shimmer for those cool sort of ethereal glow up to a more bronzy shimmer. We've got a pinky one in there. They are absolutely beautiful and gorgeous, and they follow along that creamy, gorgeous skin caring and skin loving ingredients and in that beautiful wind up stick. The last product I have here is our Everglow Plumping Peptide Lip Oil. I love a lip oil. I am so excited that Youngblood is adding to their range. We now have a plumping lip oil in here. This is going to deliver intense hydration, high shine, and give us a natural plumped look. It is a gloss oil hybrid and it glides on effortlessly. You can wear it alone, you can wear it with your lipsticks. It gives a really beautiful sheer shine on there. So a little bit of color, not a full color payoff with it. If you are wanting that, then you would layer it. But we've got, again, 5 different colors coming out from something that's really berry-like to a more rosy mauve sort of color to a really soft baby pink as well. Last of all is we've got 2 new brushes coming out. So our YB14 is our Cream Blush Luxe brush. Now this is perfectly contoured and created for the Vivid Cream blush sticks and your highlighter sticks to really go and diffuse and give you this beautiful, soft, precision airbrushed look. The other one that we have coming in is our Cream Contour Luxe brush. This one, again, is a bit more dense and shaped specifically for contouring, and we can use these with our contouring Pro Sculpt Cream Contour sticks. These are very exciting new products. Have a look on your all brand order form because it will be updated on there. Like I said, it's going to be within weeks that these are coming out, and you guys can have them in clinic, and I cannot wait for you guys to see them and play with them. Now, before we wrap up, I just want to invite you all to something extremely valuable, and this is our Skin Health School webinars. Now, these used to be known as our Tuesdays at 10. They have been rebranded and renamed to our Skin Health School series. Now, these sessions are now running on the first Thursday of every month at 1 p.m. and they're designed to keep you and your team up to date with the latest skincare science, product education, and professional tips. So our next session is coming up on this Thursday, and it is one that you do not want to miss and actually really ties into today's webinar too. We are going down the road of mineral makeup. So mineral magic, we're going to look in transforming your skincare routine to clean, healthy coverage. And in this webinar, we are going to dive into the benefits of mineral makeup and how not only it delivers flawless coverage, but also supports the health of natural looking skin. We'll also cover how minerals can reduce irritation and protect the skin. We're going to talk and compare different mineral makeups and different ingredients and things that we're looking at as well. So if you haven't already, grab your phone and scan this QR code. It will take you up to the sign up page because you do need to sign up for these. If you can't attend, then you will get emailed the recording once it is done as well, as long as you've signed up and registered. So before I go, I just want to thank you all so much for joining me today. I hope you have all found this session really insightful and full of practical takeaways that you can bring back to your clients and yourself and your teams. Before we finish up, I'd love to open up the floor. If there's any questions, feel free to pop them in the chat right now. And remember, if you've ever need education support, have any questions about today's content, or want to have a deeper dive into any of our training topics, you can always reach out to us at education@probeautysolutions.com.au. You can also connect with your business development manager for that tailored support and product guidance, or to book in a training session as well. Alrighty. Awesome. For those of you just having a look through the questions, yeah, excited. I'm glad that I've made you all excited. I'm always excited about this. I love Youngblood mineral makeup. Yes, it is recorded. Because you guys have attended today, it will be emailed to you, I believe, but it's also going to end up in our education portal as well for you to watch when you want to. Um, Again, thank you so much, everybody, for being here today. I cannot wait to see you all soon at some point at our classroom trainings or at our next Skin Health School webinar. I hope you all have an absolutely brilliant day and enjoy and take care. We'll see you later. Bye.